everyone, so I'm Kim and I'm actually going to be showing you how to make homemade hash browns, and I'm going to make a lot so I can show you how to freeze some of them as well as a small muffin egg mini, I guess you can say, casserole dish that you can freeze as well, and you can just pop it in the microwave for later uses so you have multiple dishes for your whole week. So let's get started. So now, as you can see, I peeled my potatoes and I'm going to start grating them. And then I'll show you what I do next after I grate them. So now that I have my potatoes shredded, I am just going to go ahead and rinse it out. And I'm going to use half of it for hash browns for my egg casserole and the other half to freeze so I can have some for later. Okay, once I'm done rinsing all this out, I'll show you the finished product. So once you rinse out your potatoes and you drain them and try to squish out as much water as you can, then you'll just stick it into boiling water for your frozen potatoes, because after you boil them for about 3 minutes, then you go ahead and you rinse them out again, and then you dry them out as best as you can and stick them into freezer bags, and then you can put them in the freezer. So I'll show you the finished product once that one's done. And then on this stove, I already put my my vegetable oil in here, and I have my other rinsed and drained potatoes, shredded potatoes, that I'm going to stick in there to make the hash browns for the egg casserole. So once you drain the boiling pot of the hash brown, of the shredded potatoes, you just rinse it off and then dry it, and then put it in Ziploc freezer bags and try to get as much of the air out. And then you can stick it in the freezer and keep this for about a year and use it whenever you need it. So at least you have extras in the freezer and you don't have to waste your potatoes. Okay, so for the next recipe that I'm doing the take on a egg hash brown casserole. So as you can see, I have my cooked hash browns up there. I have 12 eggs, each for one part of my muffin pot, or I guess you can say muffin pan. Butter, shredded cheese. You can use whatever cheese you like. I'm gonna put green onions, and instead of bacon, I'm gonna actually put sausages in there. So let me go ahead and start cooking the sausages up, and then I'll butter the pan as well. So I have the sausages cooking at the moment. So once they're done frying, I'll go ahead and cut them up once they cool down and stick them in the egg casserole. So I started preheating the oven at 375 degrees for the egg casseroles, and I have my helper Tele sitting down at the table right now getting ready to put everything together, so I'll show you what she's doing. Okay, so what we have here is we have the eggs, and my daughter is mixing it, and we already pre-buttered the muffin pan. So she's going to mix the eggs, and then she's going to add the hash brown, a couple pieces of sausages, the green onions, and the cheese. So there she goes, pinching a little bit of the cooked hash browns that we've already made. And then she's going to grab a couple pieces of the sausages to add in. Some green onions. I've already bought those and pre-cut those, so they were frozen, and then we just defrosted them, and then some shredded cheese on top. And then you can add a little bit more, Tele. And then she's gonna mix it all together. And then that's it when she mixes it all together. So we're going to do the rest of them, and then we're going to stick them in the oven for about 12 minutes at 375 degrees. And then once we put it in the oven for the 12 minutes, we'll show you the finished product. So after the 12 minutes and it starts to cool down, this is what your mini little muffin egg casseroles should look like. So they're ready to go for breakfast at any time. All you have to do is just wait for it to cool down some more. Put it in freezer Ziploc baggies. You can put either 1 or 2 depending on how many you want to make. Early in the morning, stick it in the freezer. When you're ready to get going for breakfast in the morning, all you have to do is take it out of the freezer, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, a minute if you want it really hot and cooked, and then you're ready to go. So it's a grab and go meal early in the morning for breakfast. If you're in a rush or if you're running late for work, school, or whatever you need, the kids can even grab it out of the freezer and make it really quick themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and comment below.